Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? I see Miss T Velocity has her regular seat in Renee and Rascal. Thank you for being here. Grand Rising Meow Meow is over there in the bed twerking. Thank you, Meow Meow, for being here. Liz Livos, thank you for being here. Miss Queenie, thank you for being here. Sandra, uh, now I understand that I have somebody who is shooting from the skies as well. Carmex, thank you for being here. Miami Popo, good to see you. Charlie, good morning to you as well. The poll, I can't decide. You must. Good morning, Ronnie Q. That's BJ. Thank you for being here. Miss LA is saying good morning, and she will be in the clouds. And Miss T Velocity. Okay, so here's a flyer. Here's a flyer. Okay, let's see the flyer. Um, Fall centerpiece, not fall wreaths. Fall centerpiece. It's actually in the title. Sunday, October 20th, 2024, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The themes that will be allowed is uh, just straight fall. You can do a Halloween theme. You can do a Thanksgiving theme. You can do a Christmas theme. It will be held here on Ryan Hughes' channel. I'm not asking anyone to contribute anything. I started the pot off with $100. If you choose to contribute to the pot, please just be sure you put prize pot in the uh, app in the app when you send a cash app. Just put prize pot in there so I know that, like on any other challenge competition that is done in the beef sector, if people want to contribute, that's what they do. Okay, so I put $100 in there. I'm not asking you to do more. I don't come over here to think that I am over here trying to get a prize pot up by misinformation. What I am doing is what everyone else in the B sector has done. I'm putting my money up, and now the prize pot is up to $150. So I just want to be clear about some misinformation. Okay, thank you guys. So if you want to participate, please let me know, uh, and we can get this going. I think Miss Queenie said, was it? No, that was that was Jill's comfort zone, um, who said that her craft room is a mess and she has so much going on. So I hope that you guys, hey Z Sarah's, I think Z Sarah is a positive of participating. So how anything gets mixed up is beyond me. See, because I don't try to mix up people's things that go on with them. Um, Good morning, Yaya. Good morning, Miss Ray. Uh, we have three judges. We have Miss 313 Detroit. We have Chestnut, and we have a Viewers of You who are going to be our judges. Um, so centerpiece. It means no tablescapes, no all of that. Just the actual centerpiece for your dining table, for your side table, for a credenza or for an entry table. Just a centerpiece. That is the requirement. It can be strictly fall. It can have a Halloween theme. You can have also do a centerpiece that you would put on your mantle, not garland, a centerpiece. Okay. It can just have a Thanksgiving theme to it as well. Like I say, fall, Halloween, whatever. And it can also have a Christmas theme. It can have one of those four themes. If you forget what competition I'm doing, there's a flyer on my community wall. Thank you. I probably sent you one as well. Hey, Benzone. Hey, Bush Baby. I'll be listening while driving. Okay, so what do we have to talk about? Okay, I wish I was a talented enough. Um, it it's you don't have to overthink it. I think that a lot of people mess up overthinking it, uh, and actually wind up doing too much. Sometimes the simplest things, the more crisp things, is easy. That's why I tried to show you guys a couple of examples that don't take a lot of things to create um, something beautiful for your house. Apples and pine sprigs. So think about it. Think about it. I'm doing coursework while I'm listening. Oh my. Simple ones are often my favorite. Yeah. Because, the simple ones usually blow you away because you'd be like, oh God, I never thought about that. Because we think about things that are, you know, um, has a lot of has a lot of pieces and bows and ribbons and stuff in it, and we think like that's the only way it can be done. Hey, Sassy Sherry, Ness always thirsty for coins. We see another low budget play. She's pretty pathetic. Oh, oh, in the clouds, listening. Um, Let me see, Liz. I would donate for sure. Too much going on at home. Master closet renovation. Oh, wow. That's a lot going on, and I know you're gonna love it when it's done. Grand Rising, aim at myself as well. Madison W, good morning to you. I usually go to the forest and collect things like pine cones and foliage. And don't forget those when the deer lose their small horns, they're out there as well if you're actually in the forest. Okay. Good morning, Nubiology. Back to my clouds. Okay. Hey, Sky Swizzy, grand rising to you. If I don't think I'm gonna be on here too long. I think I just got a few things that I'm gonna touch on. Oh, my stomach is feeling kind of woozy. I might be having a baby, and I gonna be uh penny wise by having a baby. Child, I might be with child. My man, he young enough to want a child. No, actually, okay, okay. Uh, I think Nest is feeling it now. Cash apps have dried up. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. That well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Okay, like someone in the alley said, I believe it to be true because she wasn't worried about hiding those Circle K legs, which she protected at all costs. That's gas. Yeah, yeah. You don't think that's my youngin' in me? You don't think Mister put something in me? Let me quit clowning. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't feeling the best uh the night before last. Actually, I was sick the night before last, so I didn't want to put anything in my stomach, and I made some homemade chicken soup. Some homemade, you remember them good recipes that my mom used to be like, I'm making soup. And you're like, soup? But that soup used to be so god dang on good. And uh, I was talking to one of my aunts, and she just happened to say that she had made some soup. And when she said that, I was like, I want some soup. So I sent my husband out with a list, and he came back with the list, and I made me some homemade chicken noodle soup, and it was really, really good. So I didn't want to put anything on my stomach because, um, oh, let me see. Drink mint tea or chamomile. I have both, as a matter of fact, and I think that is exactly what I was doing. But hey, just read my book. Yes, I miss my mama's pots of soup. Yes. So, when you say, I'm gonna eat soup, and you just think, well, what you gonna do? Though, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I have a big pot of soup. I'm gonna, of course, break it down into smaller portions, freeze it, and now whenever I am ready for soup, I will just take a freezer bag out and I will make have me some soup. Okay, so let's talk about my title. Who robbed you? Who robbed you? Okay, I hope you guys took the poll because there could be a real robber out there with a UBS card. Those UBS cards is that's all that's needed to rob a Kia. So is that what happened, or did that drunk park it in her stall that way? Or did she just simply park it in her stall that way, forgot that that's how she had parked it in her stall? We hear a whole lot of drinking and driving in these areas. No self-reflection on the, oh, I just had two drinks, and Ness, are you drunk? Yeah, girl, I just had two drinks after work, and I will never buy drinks from them again. And I'm a little lit, but I'm not that. Yeah, and you just coming home from work, so no self-reflection, no let me watch what I say on the World Wide Web, nothing. So you know, basing on what it gives, she could have just been drunk or high and left the car like that a goddamn self. So uh, all of the and we all know that they have admitted to being liars and play runners. So what's the play? Did you guys take the poll? There was another poll. What storyline will lip feed her moronic audience for cash apps and views? So 72 percent said her car was broken into. So we can um, we can do all of this uh, eye bucking, old Sambo ass eye bucking in the camera, and turning around and looking in the back seat. What was the turning around and looking in the back seat about? What what was all that about? What was all the then getting out of the car and rushing to the back seat? What you forgot your weed in the car, and that's what really had you upset, that you had to go back there and make sure they didn't find your stash? What was all of that about? Okay, it was about absolutely nothing. Okay, so all of a sudden the scene goes dark. But you don't come back to say what happened. So we're doing this same thing that we, I guess, since it worked with the I'm mad at Lemon, and I'm gonna come back and talk about it after I spend my time in San Antonio. So I guess this is supposed to be the build up where somebody really supposed to give a fuck. And so it can be. I heard somebody say you ought to be praying for her. You don't even know what she's going to come back and lie and say happened, or tell the truth and say happened. You ought to be praying for her. You shouldn't be like that. Be like what? You don't even know what allegedly happened. Oh, okay. So now here's I found something. Just saw the end of Nessa's video. Let me Let me enlarge that. Just saw the end of Ness video. I have to wonder if the car was actually broken into, or is this a lie slash play? So 2.0. So we're at this point right now that the first thing that people think before ever thinking that you are in really a real circumstance is you're lying or using a play. Uh, and this is the beginning of holiday handout begathon. I wouldn't send a dime without proof that they cracked her steering wheel column. I'm just saying. Hope she gets it fixed quick. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Lord forgive me, because if that's real, it ain't funny. But these folks lie all the time. Okay. Then the response is, yep, thought the same thing as well. Is this a storyline to start begging for money? I don't trust anything she says or does. So, you know, so while all of this eye bucking and covering of the lip meant absolutely nothing, because you have set yourself out here to be a liar. Good morning, Miss 313 Red Wings Hockey. Good morning. Anybody that constantly threatens to spit in someone's face, I have no sympathy for. Yeah, exactly. Okay, hold on. Let me remove this comment. So, um, I am of the same ilk right about now. All of these stunts and bullshit. Okay, she would do the fake cry soon. Yes, they all do. Let me turn my camera off. Okay. Okay, turn your camera off. Oh God, Red Wings. I just read your comment and my stomach just turned a little bit. Please do not talk about that type of stuff. Okay, that's like the old commercial. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Let's find out. One, two, three. Three. Remember they used to always bite the Tootsie Pop at the three, because there was no way that they were going to suck it that long. That was one of my favorite commercials. The thing with her is it's repetitive, boring, mostly. Okay. So that's what I got out of that. It's sad when folks lie so much that you got to question when something serious happened, if it's a legit or not. That's where we are with certain people around here. That's all I can tell you. Uh, I'm bored of behaving myself, Madison, but I get exhausted in 2 minutes. I hope you get better, Z Sarah. You need a lot of bed rest. See, Sarah, I hope you get better as well. Y'all talking about them chitlins. Yeah, I think the last time I made chitlin, maybe it was 3 years ago. I don't eat it that often, but yeah. Uh, Miss T Velocity said exactly. Yeah, he is a bit of chip. Don't put chitlins in my chat anymore. My stomach is not feeling uh its best, and it's not like I don't eat chitlins, but I don't know, something about eating chitlins right now is kind of giving me the willies. I could use a good bowl of soup right now. Oh, that soup was so good. It was so good. Just like Mama used to make. Okay, let me see what else you guys have to say about that. Y'all gone full soul food mode. That was a real old one. Yeah, that Tootsie Pop was a real old one. Hold on 1 second. Good morning, December baby. How are you? Have a blessed day on purpose as well, December baby. I make them once a year for my husband. Oh, my husband doesn't eat pork at all. Either way, I don't give a F. Yeah, I understand. Hey, Angie, how are you? So, mm, let me see what else did I watch over the weekend. I watched Stomp Down, James Caldwell. Uh, was on his way to bingo, and he was reading a bird face beat, bitch. Uh, what else? Quantity. Uh, if you miss James Caldwell on his way to bingo and reading Quantity, you'll miss something good. I heard. I did not see. Grand Rising, Jar Jar. Good to see you. Ness needs to come on camera less. Mike Lewis. Oh God. Let me remove that comment. Are you serious? I never heard of that. That sounds um, like something that's foreign to me. I don't want to say if you really make that is gross, but you flip in my stomach. Are you guys trying to get rid of me this morning? I'm just asking. How dare you? Maybe I've just never heard of that. But I'm gonna go on. You know, Auntie Donna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, I saw Treasure Lane rip into Kwani. I saw Stump Down. And Treasure Lane also hit the link over at Stomp Down. I heard that there was a competition for something to be done with dimples, but I mean, what could be done? I mean, all you need is a motherfucking trash dumpster, and the work is done. So I heard that ODS did a live. I missed that live about dimples. So, you know, it's funny. What I find weird about the beef sector is that um, people can be so offended when things are said about them. And see, you're in their corner. But then when lies is put out about someone who you've been in their corner for, they say absolutely nothing. So sometimes I'm not clear on where ODS stands in with the people he's going at, but he always acts unbothered. So I don't know if he is upset. I'm just saying from reading um, about the context of his life. So I don't know if he's really done with Dimples, or I don't take this stuff seriously. I don't know. So maybe you guys can go over there, and I'm just telling you where you will be able to find it. I really don't know if this is all in jest, or no big thing, or if Dimples did something to really piss him off. I just really can't say. So I agree. I can't tell either. Yeah, I don't know. So hey, detach myself. Good to see you in here. Um, what else? So now, what else did I see? I didn't see too much this weekend, obviously. I saw a lot of news. I saw a lot of what was that, Saturday? I happened to come on Saturday because I Thursday I had said that I may or may not be on because I have a commitment that I do on Fridays now, and sometimes I'm not sure if I'll be on, so I let you know. So I was unable to come on Friday at all. I was thinking I would be able to come on Friday later in the morning, but that's why I went live Saturday. So we were over here talking about some things um, that have been on my mind, that really kind of bothers me. Um, about this election cycle. So I've said what I said about the election cycle. I've said that I think that they are going to um, try this in the courts, take it to the Supreme Court. But um, somebody came in my chat, and they talked about how, okay, hold on, yeah. Who is that person? I don't even see that person, and I'm wondering why I don't see that person. And I'm wondering if I've had that person blocked. I don't see that person. So if you see them, that may mean you need to block that person. Hey, oh, Silky Black. Okay. Hi, Silky Black. Good morning, Ray Triggs. Lisa Green. Good morning to you. Typo. I'm sorry. I was like, wait a minute. Who the heck is that? Yes, I saw it. uh, ODS is very bothered, and he gets his feeling hurt easily. He tries to play it off. Oh, Lisa Green. Thank you. Thank you for that, Lisa Green. I got it, yeah. So so somebody came in my chat, and what was she saying? She was like, uh, Kamala is only offering the victims $7,000 while they're giving the immigrants. Now, as if nobody has heard me talk about, I hate all the free shit that these immigrants who are just crossing the border are collecting. Like, no, nobody said that. Nobody heard me say that. But the simple fact that she said what Kamala is giving. Kamala does not have an administration to give nobody a goddamn thing. She's the vice president. She makes no policy. So that's the first thing. So, but the simple thing that I asked her was, where did she see that? Because I didn't hear that. Kind of like the MU talking about Kamala policies. MU hit the link. Kamala policies don't align with her life, and 45's policy aligned more with her life. But she was unable to tell me any policy that he had. And just start to talk these Republican propaganda talking points about who Kamala was and what Kamala didn't do, and like Kamala had set an agenda in someone else's administration. So it was quite interesting. And then um, I think it was Cloud9 who came up and dropped the link that it has been so much misinformation going around about what FEMA is not doing for the storm victims, that FEMA itself has a link to combat all of these lies that you may be seeing on TV. And I'm going to share something with you guys. Um, I'm going to pin my link first of all. If you guys want to come up, hey Yuma, because it's only so much running around and talking. Hey, Southern Nobleman, it's only so much running around and appeasing people who are sitting up lying and full of bullshit and trying to trying to play in your faces. So speaking of the real playing in your faces, I'm going to pin the link and let me show you this. Let me show you a few things that I want to talk about that may really affect you and how you live in your life. Like I say, sometimes it's unfortunate that sometimes people can't accept things that comes out of certain people voices. They will rather refer to someone who is look like this guy that I'm presenting on the screen. God knows a black woman in the beef sector can't tell you anything. So let's go over this. This is some important information. Let me make sure it's on the right speed. Sometimes okay, it's on the right speed. Maybe I'll speed it up a little bit more. So you're going to be hearing a lot of propaganda out here. So here are a couple of facts you may want to know.
Of states in its path, the response from the federal government has been swift. The response from the federal government has been swift, but completely dwarfed by just the sheer amount of disinformation being peddled on the right. Even for someone like me who spends an unhealthy amount of time online, I've never encountered the deluge of disinformation and misinformation as I've seen surrounding this hurricane, which will have major implications in the near future in the upcoming election. And I'll get into that in a moment. But first, for the sake of rebutting some of the disinformation out there, I want to turn your attention to the most pervasive lie, and it's being spread by the person more responsible for lying than anyone else in America.
Death and destruction that we haven't seen maybe ever. It's a real bad one, and they have to get people there because they don't have people there. They don't have the people. Kamala wined and dined in San Francisco, and all of the people in North Carolina, no helicopters, no rescue. It's just what's happened there is very bad. They're offering them $750 to people whose homes have been washed away.
That the federal government is completely MIA, only offering people $750 and just calling it a day. First off, the $750 is the first grant given by FEMA. It's intended to just get you money immediately so that you have instant cash to buy necessities. Food, drinks, diapers, formula, toiletries, medicine. The amount is the same for everyone. It's also an increase, by the way, from the $500 of initial funds that was distributed during the Trump administration. From there, FEMA is meeting with those impacted on an individual basis to determine how much to allocate for repair costs, and that can go up to a maximum of $42,500. The Biden-Harris administration has also approved a 100% federal cost share for emergency response activities in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and North Carolina. They've approved major disaster declarations for Florida, Georgia, North and South Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. They've directed the Defense Department to deploy up to 1,000 active duty soldiers to support response efforts. In all, more than 5,300 federal personnel are on the ground supporting the response. More than $20 million in individual assistance has been provided to thousands of survivors. FEMA has shipped over 9 million meals, 11 million liters of water, 250,000 tarps, and 150 generators. All of which is to say, this notion that the government is just handing out $750 and washing their hands of the situation is a lie peddled by people.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop the link copy the link for this so you can, if you're interested, you can have this information, because I do want to commend, because the person who wrote that in the chat on Saturday, I had never even heard that spoken. So I wanted to know where they got it from, because I just don't take stuff at face value unless it appeases me. But so MU, I will admit that she said no, that's not true. That's for people who need immediate things. So MU, oh excuse me, didn't try to go further with that. But it seems like the person who's running to run the country. The person who is running to stay out of jail went that far with it. Even MU knew that was not what it was. Okay. So I also talked about, somebody said something about, is it Oklahoma of all people, and the Bible scam, that the I think he's the chair of the public. Here's the story. Here, let me give you the story again. If you guys missed this story about every classroom having to have a Bible in Oklahoma. So here is a little piece about the Bible scam. And why is it a Bible scam? The separation of church and state could be one reason, but let's hear about the Bible scam in Oklahoma.
Scheme, stunt, or grift, whatever you want to call it, that's really hurting the American people. This one is combining a few different concepts. So remember back in March of 2024 when Donald Trump announced that he was selling the Trump Bibles for
hold
about
on.
$60. Remember he did the whole video about that? Well, now in Oklahoma,
Oh, hold on. I think this is going too fast. Yes, that's going way too fast. Okay, let's go back.
stunt or grift, whatever you want to call it, that's really hurting the American people. This one is combining a few different concepts. So remember back in March of 2024 when Donald Trump announced that he was selling the Trump Bibles for about $60. Remember he did the whole video about that? Well, now in Oklahoma, the head of their Department of Education, their superintendent, who's like an extreme MAGA guy, his name is Ryan Walters. So he's put out a bidding process right now because he wants to make sure that there are Bibles in every school in Oklahoma. So he wants to order 55,000 Bibles. And so he put out a request for proposal, RFP, but he tailored the request for proposal that the Bibles that will go in all of the classrooms in Oklahoma, which will cost about $3.3 million for 55,000 or so Bibles, again, ignoring the separation of church or state.
Okay. With the Department of Education and ordering $3.3 million dollars worth of Bibles. Okay. Let that sit here. Let that sit with you for a while. In Oklahoma, of all states, how far could $3.3 million go in the Oklahoma public school system? To put Bibles in the schools, which aren't even supposed to be in the school, but you just feel that it is your duty. Okay, whatever. I ain't got nothing against the Bible. I'm just got. They can't find money for lunch. They can't find money for after-school programs. They can't find money for a lot of things in the public school, much less Oklahoma. Okay. Let me let him finish this up.
State that the only Bibles that fit the request for proposals, you guessed it, are the Trump endorsed Bibles. This would shift about $3 million from public funds into, you guessed it, Donald Trump's pocket. Now, there's a lot of pressing issues in Oklahoma right now as well. They need emergency inhalers for kids with asthma and other debilitating respiratory issues, but the superintendent, you guessed it, is not prioritizing that at all. Instead, he's focused on the Trump Bibles. I want to break this down, show you the receipts here of how this all works. So I guess we start at the beginning, right? We should start in March where Donald Trump gives he makes a commercial where he says he's selling these Bibles. I'm just going to show you. It's like a 3-minute clip. He posts about it. He puts it on his social media platform. I'm just going to show you a small portion of that just to remind you. Play the clip.
I was raped
It's a long commercial break. That hooker gonna get me back. Oh, I don't mean to call her a hooker after she just said she was grapes. But okay, uh back to it. Okay. I can skip it now.
Again, I'm proud to again. I'm proud to endorse.
A portion of that, just to remind you, play the clip.
What can we do? Stand up, speak out, and pray that God will bless America again. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again.
And then on his social media platform, they were.
So are we gonna make America PRAY, or are you just gonna pray P? Wait a minute, PRAY, or are you gonna PREY on America? Which one are we doing? We're gonna make you the predator of America. How much is this Bible? He wants to make sure you pray again. Uh, he's a hotel magnet. So don't you put Bibles in all of your hotels and rooms that you rent out? Surely you're not spending this much on these Bibles that you leave laying around. Okay, let's see. But shit, y'all go to enough. We visit enough rooms. It's enough. Americans having to live in extended stay hotels that comes with free Bibles. I mean, they're praying to get out of these type of situations. But let's see how much this Bible is.
There are ads like this. The Trump Bible, he says, it's endorsed by Jesus Christ. Now, Donald Trump also recently faked an endorsement of Taylor Swift. He faked an endorsement on Friday of Jamie Dimon, the CEO of Chase. And now he's saying that his Bibles not only are endorsed by him, but he's got the secret endorsement of Jesus Christ right there. And then on this website, it goes, this is the only Bible officially endorsed by Donald Trump. Let's take a look at the reporting several months later. This was done on Friday by Oklahoma local journalism, and they work very closely with a great nonprofit that I want to give a shout out to called Oklahoma Watch. They're oklahomawatch.org. Support them. They do a lot of great research, and you should visit the site oklahomawatch.org. So take a look at this article from the Oklahoman. It pieces a lot of this together. Trump Bible, one of the few that meet Walter's criteria. That's the superintendent in Oklahoma for Oklahoma classrooms. Now, in my own view, there should be a separation of church and state, so these Bibles shouldn't be in classrooms as well. But you could actually, if you were going to purchase Bibles, you'd probably be able to get them for free, number one, or spend $1 or $2 or maybe less, not $60 per Bible, transferring millions of dollars to Donald Trump from the taxpayers of Oklahoma. Let's take a look. Superintendent Ryan Walters isn't just talking about buying Bibles for schools. Bids open Monday for a contract to supply the Oklahoma State Department of Education with 55,000 Bibles. According to the bid documents, vendors must meet certain specifications. Now, what do you think these specifications are? We can show you the bid documents here so you can see the RFP, the request for proposal yourself. Bibles must be the King James Version and must contain the Old and New Testament. But get this, the Bible must also include copies of the Pledge of Allegiance, Declaration of Independence, U.S. Constitution, and the Bill of Rights, and must be bound.
So, what Bible it must include this in the Bible, in the actual Bible. So, what Bible includes the Pledge of Allegiance, the Constitution, the U.S. Bill of Rights that they want to take away from you? Have you ever seen that in your Bibles? But there is a Bible that has all that already in it. Obviously, a Bible that wants to merge not just church and state, but the United States of America's church and state. And what Bible would be the only Bible that would fit that criteria? The Trump Bible. So I'm gonna let you guys, if you guys want to finish this, I'm gonna leave this here for you. I'm gonna drop that link for this. If you want to continue to hear the whole story, it's just jaw breaking. I mean, it's mind numbing. The things that are being done out here. Okay, so here we go, and let me see. Let me remove that. And let me see what you guys are saying about that. Sounds very nefarious. It because it is. Uh, Don Cheeto. Good morning, Ronnie Q. Have you also seen the ad of him? No, I have not seen that ad. The J community. He said the J community. Okay. Even Iran has separate religions and secular institutions. Yeah, teachers need raises and supplies. Yeah, teachers are going out there buying supplies for their classrooms. Those who want to still believe that they can have actual classrooms and this type of stuff. But this is what the superintendent is making sure that the budget is spent on money to stuff his pockets. Thank you, yeah, yeah. Okay, so let me see what else I want to share with you because I just refuse to. It okay. So let's be clear. I'm in the beef sector. So the beef sector has been beef sectoring, and then you get to the point where you find out this is all a bunch of hogwash and bullshit and lies, and people who are unapologetic in their lying. So what am I supposed to do with all this shit? What am I supposed to do with I hate you today? Let's do a panel together tomorrow. And what am I supposed to do with this shit? With all of this bullshit. A whole lot of bullshit. Propping up of doxers. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this bullshit? I'm gonna I'm gonna pay attention to things that are really about to impact my life. So you think I'm gonna sit up and talk about a person who had a whole lot of stunts and games and this Vegas and lemon is this and lemon is that and we're gonna go to Vegas. We're gonna have this, that, the other, and showed us a trip that was of abject poverty. And you think I'm going to talk about this for somebody who says, "Oh, I ain't got time for politics. I don't understand it. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it." Um, uh, the daughter of a Haitian immigrant, never opening her mouth up to maybe she don't know, maybe she just don't know what was said about Haitian immigrants. And they're first of all, they're I'm coming to Sarah. First of all, they're painted out to be illegal immigrants when they are not. When they were actually shipped to Ohio to fill jobs. But you are the daughter of an immigrant, and you have absolutely nothing to say about one of the loudest lies. They're eating cats, they're eating dogs, they're illegal Haitian immigrants that are in Ohio eating cats and dogs. See, I can't play with these people and their ignorance. Let me see if this is Z Sarah.
It is me,
Z
Ronnie
Sarah,
Q. Hi, baby. It
good
is me.
morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent. Yeah, I was just listening to what you were saying there, and I couldn't agree more. I mean, if I was the daughter of a Haitian, I would be absolutely, well, I'm fuming anyway, as you know, because I've already mentioned it. But I mean, if I was literally like the daughter of a Haitian, I would be going out of my mind right now with that, wouldn't you?
I would. But
Well,
these people think that they have the leisure to be unaware at this moment, and so I'm just going to talk about what's important to me instead of these stunts and grifts and all of this type of stuff.
The
So
trouble is, Ronnie Q, it's really short sighted because what they're doing is they're ignoring it at their own peril, aren't they? Because she
yeah.
is the daughter of a Haitian immigrant. And guess what? That's just the precursor to more pain for Haitians. It's going to come on.
Mhm.
'Cause people believe nonsense like that, don't they? And then the
Yeah.
next thing you know, you've got even more propaganda, and it's just starting to make the Haitian, because he did the Mexicans, he's made them complete pariahs, and now he's moving on to Haitians, and they're the pariahs now, so everyone's supposed to be scared of them, and it's just ridiculous. So yeah, very Kerry, you're right. I just find it obnoxious. It's really obnoxious, and it will affect her because it affects her family, and it will affect her ultimately because people are going to look at her in that
It's
in that
affect
sense.
it, it is affecting the Haitians who are in Ohio who came to fill jobs because let's be real. Why did they need them to fill jobs? Because their own people who live there, and they want to act like, oh well, they came in and this was a nice place to live, and they shot up the cost of living, and you can't find a place to live. Well, you can't find a place to live when you can't find a job because you are on meth. They're acting like they came into Mayberry or somewhere. So, but they're not
Yeah.
talking about the real problem that they had filling jobs there.
Ronnie
See,
Q,
none
they're
of that
doing the
is
same
talked about.
thing in England. Honestly, the same rhetoric you're having there is the same rhetoric we're having here. It's literally the same. We haven't got the cats and dogs story, but I mean, it's the same thing they're doing. And they're just basically putting all the focus on immigrants who actually are pretty much needed in the economy because poor white people here are not doing the work that they need to be doing. And they refuse to do those jobs because they're low paid. They can't run a house off it or whatever. But neither can the immigrants. That's why they're living in like poverty. That's why they're coming here and doing the jobs. They have to send the money home. So a lot of them are living in these houses, and there's like 20 men living in a room and then just going out and
Mhm.
working and sending money home. And that's a lot
Right.
of people's story.
Okay.
So, you
So
know,
that's how the Mexicans was able to get a foothold in the United States too. I remember when I
mm,
was in school middle school and stuff, and you would be like, how many of them are living in this house? But now look, 20, 30 years later, they are owning businesses. You have to speak
exactly.
Spanish and all. I mean, okay, so Funky Watusi, can you please get this person out of here, because what we're not going to do, we're not going to pretend like this is something people should be used to because it's been happening since the 80s. I have never in my life heard this happening. So if somebody can escort him, I can do it myself. What we're not going to do is we're not going to come up in my chat with some BS rhetoric. um
We can't afford to
you
normalize that sort of rhetoric at all. It's dangerous.
No, what we're not going to do is that, and see, to try to act like that this has been happening to since the 80s, and ignore the fact that the woman who made that tweet in Iowa in Ohio said that I didn't mean that at all, and I can't believe they took my tweet to mean that, and to actually see the vice president of the United States when he's questioned, I think it was by Jana Vance. What is her name? Jana Vance, who questioned her and said that we've gone to all the your local officials, and they said it's not true. And he said out of his mouth, well, sometimes you have to make a story up for you national media people to cover it. He said
Wow.
he made it up. So you think
That's
you gonna
unbelievable.
come?
He
You think?
actually said that publicly, like, sometimes we just have to and
That,
make it
that
up. Wow.
with Dana Bash, she said, but we sometimes we have to make these stories up for you,
That's
the
incredible.
media, to cover it. So now you think you're gonna come in my chat and think that I'm a dummy? See, a dummy may have understood and said, oh, well, they've been doing that since '80. No, he said he made the story up. So you're not gonna get beyond him saying that he made the story up based upon one tweet, no investigation. Oh, somebody tweeted that the sky is navy blue and red, and therefore I'm going to tell you all the bad things that are going to happen because the sky is navy blue and red. Not do any investigation, not try to see, hey, what the heck do they mean by that? No, I'm just going to come out and say, oh, can you imagine? Guard your pets. No,
Do you know
and
what it
I need
reminds me
to,
of? Nazi
and I,
Germany, you know, when they used to go around like leafleting people and making up like just blatant lies and saying Jews were like this and Jews were like that. And they say things like that, like they're eating your cats or something. It's just made up nonsense just to make them look like less than human and for people to look down on them. And I feel like that's what's happening here.
and thus you have the death threats, thus you have the bomb threats going on there. Thus you have Haitians being targeted at their jobs, at their homes.
Yeah.
Thus, but it's not happening to people who look like JD Vance and Trump. So big
No.
deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting away with just, but really, they're the ones doing all the horrific things. I mean, when you actually look at it, they're the ones who are perpetrating all the crimes. It's not really about this. When you look at the kind of things, the lies that they're telling, and this business, the Bible thing that you were talking about earlier, where he's basically doing what we've been trying to undo for a long time, which is he's basically pushing the state and the church together, which is, it doesn't work together. It doesn't. They're separate things for a good reason.
Well,
Um,
I didn't think that he was saying that. I thought that he was specifically saying that they've been saying that the Haitians have been eating dogs, people's pets. I thought that it was specific to uh, eating pets. That's what I thought he
okay.
was trying to say. So I
I didn't.
didn't think that he
Well, I
was
don't.
saying that he was pushing back on Haitian immigrants. We saw them on those horses. The Haitian immigrants were trying to cross the Rio Grande, and they had whips out, whipping them like they were in some old Western movie, whipping on them. So we are really clear. I mean, who's not clear on that they treat the Haitian immigrants different? Why do you think they have the wet foot, dry foot thing for people who are coming over from Cuba? And the only thing that they have for the Haitian people who are coming over to Florida from Cuba is you have to go back, uh, turning you around immediately. So who's unclear on that?
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Haitians, I do think it's a historic thing as well. Do you? With the whole, because of their history and how they pushed out like the colonials, and I think that's got a lot to do with how Haiti's been treated politically over the years as well.
Exactly,
Um,
of course.
it's fundamental. It's more. It's about a lot more than just being xenophobic. There's a lot more to it, and when you know the history of Haiti, you realise why.
You exactly realize why, and they make them repay. Was it France?
Yeah, it
Was it
was. It
France?
was France, and they only finished
Yeah,
paying. It was very, very recently. I think it was about
I
10
think
years ago.
if that, and I don't even think it was 10 years ago.
It was
So that
very
they would not be
recently.
enslaved. You had to
Yeah.
pay, and yeah. So
It was a reparation. It was literally a reparation to France for
exactly,
kicking them out and off the land and,
and
and
not allowing them
plantations.
to enslave their country. Exactly.
And
So
basically, they won the war against a much bigger country, a much better funded country. They won the war, and so I think they're one of the few countries who won the war who have to pay reparations to
have
the
to pay
loser.
reparation. Yeah,
And it
isn't
doesn't
that
usually
something?
go like that.
No,
Something
it
else,
doesn't use.
right?
Yeah, yeah. Usually, to the victor goes the spoils, but not
Right.
not so much.
Whether that be right or wrong, but that's the usual way it happens. I mean, after the war, Japan and Germany, they've been paying back as well after the Great War and that. So it normally is the loser. And in that case, France was the loser, but somehow they ended up getting paid reparations. So I maybe need to look further into that.
Yeah, we may both need to look further into that.
Yeah.
So, Z Sarah, thanks for coming up.
Thank you for having
I
me.
my stomach is bothering me a little bit, and I think
Oh,
I
I'm sorry.
have to get off of the live quite quickly. So I thank you
All right,
guys for
darling.
coming
I'll
out.
drop down.
Um, okay, thank you guys for coming out. Uh, the one time that I get a good conversation up here, well, not the one time. The one time I get somebody, no, it's not the one time. Uh, I my stomach is killing me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to lay down, and thank you guys for coming out. Please come out to the fall centerpiece competition. Uh, your centerpiece can represent strictly fall. It can represent Thanksgiving. It can represent Halloween, or it can represent Christmas. Okay, so come out and join us on October. Oh my goodness. On October 20th, I have a flyer on my wall. Uh, October 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So thank you guys for being here. Uh, I appreciate you guys. All right. I'm out of here.